Hi friends, and happy Wednesday with us. We're going to be working on our fluency. I hope everybody was able to grab their packets for quarter 4. You're going to need your new fluency packets for this Wednesday. As you can see, this is a quite substantial passage. So you've gone up quite a bit in your word count. We're at 94 words for this passage. This is what your grade level is equivalent to for the end of first grade. So we're going to push that rigor and get you guys a little bit extra practice using those larger passages. With that, you're going to need your highlighters or your crowns with your colors. You're going to need your yellow, your orange, your green, your pink, your purple, and your blue. So grab those things. If you need to, please pause this video and go ahead and grab them. All right, friends, we're going to start with looking at our passage. Now remember, fluency means that I can read quickly but correctly. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm reading the words correctly. I'm nice and smooth when I'm talking so that the other people can hear me and understand what I'm reading. And I'm reading at an appropriate pace. So I don't want to read so fast. Nobody can ever understand what I'm saying. Like that. Nobody could understand me because I was going too fast. And I don't want to read so slow that I sound like a turtle. So your reading speed should be equivalent to your speaking speed, just a normal pace, like we would regularly. So we're gonna work on making sure we're in that nice zone. We're gonna start with our blue today. So grab out your blue for me, friends. And with my blue, I'm gonna box my high frequency words. So all the words that we practice in kindergarten and then the last 3 quarters of first grade, all those words have now built on top of each other. So you should have about 100 words in your bank of words that when you look at, you just know what they say. So we're gonna go ahead and start with blue and we're gonna box those words. So I'm gonna do a couple with me and I'm gonna ask you pause and try to do a few on your own. Don't just wait for me to do them. Please, I want you to try to take some of that independent practice and use it. So, the is a high frequency word. I was my. All right, friends, please pause and go ahead and you try to find the rest of the high frequency words, the words that you can read by just looking at them. I'm going to give you a few seconds. I want you to please pause this and try it on your own. All right, and welcome back. I hope you had your video paused for long enough for you to finish the passage. Here is where we're going to go ahead and check these together. So that, make, me, but, my, was, not, going to, be, there, her. As you can see, there's quite a few. Had, away, a, and. I had not her for a long time. We always. Wow, there's only one word in that whole sentence that wasn't a high frequency word. Friends, are, and it was not going to be the same. Oops, I forgot the E, friends. Her, when I got home from, there was a, in, are, I, in, and the, this was going to be a great after all. So if you look, friends, those high frequency words and your sight words that you've been practicing, those make up 80 to 90% of any passage. So if you look at this, you can tell all of these words that we boxed. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot one. Ever at the very top. All of these words that we've boxed are the words that you should be able to just see and read. You're not sounding them out. You're not practicing them. They don't always follow the rules. You have to see them just see them and know what word they make. That's why they're called those sight words. So they're not able to be practiced easily. And they make up a large percentage of our passage. So most of these words are my high frequency words. So in order to be able to read, I need to know those, and I need to know them quickly, correctly, and accurately. Okay? And I want you to grab your yellow, please. With my yellow, I want to do things like highlight my vowel teams. So we might even be highlighting over words, but we want to be able to highlight vowel teams so that we know our sounds. So like right here, we've already done A-Y. That's a vowel team. Here's another one, an A-Y, an A-Y. Double E, I-E, A-Y. All right, friends, take a few moments. Please pause my video and check your passage and finish highlighting the vowel teams that you remember that we have already practiced. They don't have to be perfect. I'll go over them with you in a minute, but try your best. What are the vowel teams that you remember that we've already practiced? Take a few moments and pause this video. All right, friends, and welcome back. So we had these that we've already done. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few more. Here's our O and our E for our long vowel silent E. EW is one that we're practicing. Here's my EE. Here's another AY. Just looking, double checking the ones we've already gone over. You see your OUs. Oops, I forgot an OU up here too. I'm sorry, friends. Double O. AR is one we're going to go over. Here's another AY. Here is your IE with your vowel team, long vowel silent E. Here's your vowel team OE, long vowel silent E. Double O, UR, AY, OU, AY. So most of the words that we did not highlight with our high frequency words had a vowel team in them. So we remember with my yellow, my vowel teams mean that they make that special sound. So they're going to make the long vowel sound. So some of them have a special rule, but for most of it, it's two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking. So when you see here, you have your AY. That vowel sound is A. EE says E. Right? So there's a I, long vowel silent E says I. All of those are ones that we've already practiced. Your URs, your ARs, oops, there's even some IRs in here. Sorry, friends. With the word birthday. You have your sounds. So those all make those sounds. Okay? And we're going to keep practicing those later. But it's good for you to start saying them now. All right. Now, checking my passage to make sure I'm able to read it properly, I'm going to pull out my pink. With my pink, I'm going to look for the endings, my suffixes. I have ED or an ING. Those are always found at the end of words, friends. Always found at the end of words. So take a minute and find the EDs or the INGs that you can find on this passage here, friend. Okay, there's not very many, but here, like there, ING and going. We had a couple of those. So you see your goings, and even though it's a high frequency word, because go is the high frequency word, but you should know the ing sound too. And here's an ED for walked. Okay, so very simple. There's not very many, but it tells me what I'm reading because I know that ING says ing, those three sounds together, and I know my ED can make three sounds. It can say ed, d, or t. So sometimes I might have to change it around a few times in order to make sure that I'm reading it correctly to see which words sounded best. Because if I said walked, it doesn't sound right. But if I said walked, it now sounds like a word that we have heard and we've talked about. All right, friends, we're gonna keep on rolling with this. So let's go ahead and grab our orange. And with my orange, I know that I'm looking for my quotation marks. So my quotation marks mean that somebody was talking, okay? So not all passages have them because not always people are talking, but when we do, we want to make sure that we bring them to the forefront of our minds. So right here, you can see your quotation marks. There's this one word, front and back, and so I'm going to underline what's underneath, the word in the middle. Everything in the middle is what's being said. So in this passage, they're just saying one word. They're yelling the word surprise. All right, friends. We're going to keep going and we're going to check the rest of our words and see what we have. So we're going to pull out a purple. And on my purple, I'm going to highlight my diagraphs. So my CHs, my THs, my SHs, those words that make a different sound. So like right here, you have your TH in birth because that says, remember? Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple seconds. I want you to find your THs, your CHs, and your SHs and see how many that you have that you can identify to remember those sounds. Taking a few minutes, friends, and remember to pause this video. Pause this video. Don't just wait for me. Pause this video. All right, so if you look, we have lots of them. So here I have the TH in birthday. We have the TH with that. Let's see what else. We have an SH with should. Keep going. There's some more THs. Going all the way down and around. Oh, there's lots of THs in this passage. I see some long vowels that I missed in our high frequency words, friends. Lots of THs in this passage. Oh, there's a WH. Don't forget those as well. Oops, here's a couple more T's. SH, TH, TH. So there was quite a few of those. Our diagraphs. Okay? And the last thing I want to do is with our green. Okay? I want you to look at this, and I want us to look at our green words, and I want us to look for the words as we're reading that might be a little tricky for us. What I want us to do is identify the words that have two words together. So if I look like right here, I see the word birth and then day. And I'm going to underline each one separately so I can make sure that I remember that that's really two words to help me read it. It's two words that I put together to make a new word. So I could say birth and day, which would be two words. But if I say it birthday, it's going to make one word. They sound exactly the same. They're spelled exactly the same. The only difference is I read birthday together versus separately, right? So another example right here is to and day. Today. If I'm stuck on my words, I can look and see what smaller chunks of words I know inside that word. I know the word to and day. So to, day, put them together and it makes the word today. So take a minute and see which words that you can see that are inside another word that might help it be easier for you to read. Like right here, I see the word end and for end, right? Words that I can put together or that are easily to break apart, right? So here's another birth and day. Okay, here's another birth and day. Just ideas for you, friends. Like here's the word driveway. When I put these words together, then I'm going to read them quickly and I'm going to read them as one word. But as I'm putting them together, I can still see them as separate words to help me read fluent. Because my job is to read quickly and accurately, so quickly and correctly, but at a place that everybody can understand me. So your page should look something like this. I do see a couple of things that I skipped over by accident. So like right here, it said moved. And so I missed that ED. Maybe you caught it. And opened. Maybe you caught those. All right, friends. I'm going to read this passage with you. I'm going to read it all the way through top to bottom. Don't forget your title. And we're going to stop at our 94 words. So are you ready? The best birthday ever. I was sad. Today was my birthday. That should make me feel happy. But my best friend, Mandy, was not going to be there. Her family had moved away a few months ago, and I had not seen her for a long time. We always spent our birthdays together, and it was not going to be the same without her. When I got home from school, there was a strange car in our driveway. I walked in and opened the door. Surprise! Mandy shouted. This was going to be a great birthday after all. All right, friends, good luck and have a great day.